my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is indeed the first time that you're on my channel, my name is Vanessa and I, and I would like to welcome you into the fam. So guys, in today's pick a card reading, I have your April 2021 predictions prepared for you. And what makes this pick a card reading so special is that each and every sign of the zodiac receives its very own April prediction. You guys know that I love to provide you with as much ultra personalized information as I possibly can. So of course, dedicating a monthly prediction to each sign is a really effective way to do so. So in order to receive the most accurate April prediction possible, make sure that you watch your sun sign as well as your rising sign. Guys, as usual, all the timestamps can be found down below in the description box as well as pinned to the comment section. So all you need to do in order to receive your April 2021 horoscope is to go down, click your corresponding timestamp, and you will be fast forwarded to the relevant part of the video for your sign. Also, if you're new to my channel, you may not know this, but I upload a monthly zodiac prediction each month, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well as turn on your notification bell in order to never miss another reading, because I'm proud to say that I have not missed a monthly prediction in years, so know that you will always be able to count on me. So now that you understand exactly how this video works, I'm going to get into the signs. I will be starting off with all my beautiful Aries babies, and to all of my other beautiful souls of the zodiac, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, all my beautiful Aries babies of the world, and welcome to your April prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. All you need to do, all my Aries babies, is lean back, relax, and enjoy this reading. First and foremost, we have abundance planning, which also corresponds to the number 1. So all of my beautiful Aries babies, abundance planning is one thing that you should always do, but it is going to be especially effective for you during the month of April. Now, you may ask yourself, what is abundance planning? So that means getting all of your financial affairs in order, but also writing down your goals, also writing down the best case scenario for yourself. That is planning for abundance to be a part of your life. And when you already set your mind to having failure not be an option, not be a part of your path, and also setting your mind to being in a place of financial stability and freedom, do know that you are then able to attract those scenarios into your life, because your brain can't tell the difference between what's imagination and what's real. So make sure that you're really getting deep into planning and manifesting in the earthly realms, especially if things have been tough for you financially. I can see here in the 10 of Wands reverse that it's really time for you to move on from any failures that you've experienced, all my Aries babies. One thing that a lot of people kind of underestimate Aries babies in is just how emotionally connected that you can be and how deeply things can hurt you, because on the surface you have more of a tough exterior, but deep down you too have a very sensitive side. So I can see here in the Page of Swords that there may have been some words or some exchanges in form of texts that really hurt you or maybe really scared you. So it could even be some letters that had to do with financial difficulties or burdens that put you in a place where you felt trapped or captured. So there is definitely a little bit of a sense of trauma that needs to be let go of for you, all my Aries babies, in April. So if you're afraid of your own success and your own potential, know that you're being called out here to dream again, especially if you kind of like hit a roadblock, or if you've gotten into some difficult situations before when it came to your flow of abundance. That is not something that is lasting forever or going to last forever. You truly do have good things coming for you, but you have to let go of any type of thoughts that keep you in the past and keep you in a place of, oh, I don't have enough, or I'm not successful enough. All of those thoughts are so not necessary and need to be let go of. I can see here in Justice, all my Aries babies, that sometimes you can be like extra hard on yourself, and you need to wake yourself up every now and then and remind yourself to not be so hard on your success, and also not be so tough on yourself when you fail, because holding grudges or not forgiving yourself for making mistakes just completely stops your flow of abundance for the future. I do see here in the Nine of Wands that taking some breaks in order to just give yourself a little bit of me time is so essential, all my Aries babies, especially if you've been overworking yourself. And sometimes we do that to compensate for failures or compensate for insecurities, but that can turn unhealthy really quickly. So make sure that during April, you're taking time off when you need time off. Just like I was saying on Instagram the other day in my story, I like to take time away from social media every now and then to prevent mental breakdowns rather than getting to the mental breakdown and then deciding, maybe I should take a step back. So implement that type of tactic during the month of April, all my Aries babies. I can see here in the waning gibbous 5 that sometimes it's hard for you to even realize that you need a break because of your resilience and because you're such a strong person with a hard shell and hard exterior that sometimes you even fool yourself. You're like, hey, who is this person when you're having a sensitive moment? I can see here in the waning crescent 1 that the universe is kind of telling on you a little bit in this reading. All my Aries babies, you're being called out a little bit for the fact that this is just a protection strategy, a defense mechanism, really, that you have built up for yourself in order to, of course, make sure that you don't unnecessarily have to face hurt. Next up, we have the thunder moon. So all of my Aries babies, I see that in April, there's a lot of change that's coming towards you. There's a lot of change that is coming into your life. And this is something that the universe wants you to be prepared for and wants you to not feel overwhelmed by. So it's very important for you, all my Aries babies in particular, to give yourself enough rest, to give yourself enough sleep, healthy sleep, and to make sure that you're taking time out when necessary. As I do see here in the camel that yes, you have to persevere, but at the same time, also make sure that you're using your energy appropriately and that you're not using it all up at the beginning of April and then towards the end, you don't have much left. I can see here in the well that lots of wishes are able to come true for you during the month of April, especially those that have to do with friends and family, with your platonic relationships, all of my beautiful Aries babies. So that is one thing that I can see here in the well that is really great news for those relationships. So allow yourself to know that things will be okay, especially if you've been struggling with a family member or so, and to just keep in mind here that sometimes things don't happen right at the beginning of the month, even though they showed up within your reading. Sometimes you need to wait till you're moving towards the end of the month, all my beautiful Aries babies. But just be fair with yourself. That's the core message of your reading, and plan for success. Don't plan for things to continue in a cycle that you don't want, because then you're mentally putting yourself in that space. Mentally insert your space into where you want to be when you engage in abundance planning. What are your financial goals, targets, and dreams? Make sure that you are in alignment and on the same wavelength as that type of energy and vibration. So all of my beautiful Aries babies, we are at the end of your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Leave a little cat emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you're an Aries and that you're representing in the comment section. Thank you so much for spending this divine time with me, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, all my beautiful Taurus babies of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. Make sure that you lean back, relax, and enjoy. If you need to get yourself a little snack or a drink, do so right now so you can fully immerse yourself in your April 2021 prediction. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we have the Five of Chalices reversed. So any type of feeling of being lonely, all my Taurus babies, that is a feeling that is leaving you during the month of April, and that is a feeling that you're going to be freed of. So there's no longer going to be any type of emotional animosity present for you. I can see here in the Four of Wands reversed that you're planning for the future, but it's hard for you to see the future and see what it is that you desire when you're in an emotionally difficult place, which is exactly why you'll feel so freed when any difficult, heavy emotions and feelings that were weighing on you are finally leaving and finally not a part of your future plans anymore. I can see here in the Death card, all of my beautiful Taurus babies, that April is a month of rebirth for you. Okay, the Death card is actually a really positive card. As you can see here in the Death card, we have this baby being held, and we have the cosmos in the background, we have butterflies, lots of signs of new potential, new life, and a new cycle beginning. So April is a very important month for you, all my Taurus babies, in the best possible way. So if this is the first time that you're listening to a tarot reading, you may be frightened that you had the Death card, but it's actually a really positive card to show up in context to your April prediction. Okay, all of my beautiful Taurus babies, this reading is supposed to be PG-13. Okay, I don't want to kind of, how should I say, mess with YouTube's guidelines, but I do want you to know here that intimacy is something that's a part of your April. And as a Taurus, you love the fine things in life, you love pleasure just in general, anything that makes you feel good. So this is a very welcome card to show up within your reading. Next up, we have planning a vacation. So not only are you going to feel physically satisfied and physically like you're in a very connected place with your sensual side, with the side of you that is connected to your reproductive organs, but I do also see here in planning a vacation that you're getting ready to leave, you're getting ready to explore, to see the world, and to no longer just be in the same old place, but instead to see something new and just get new inspiration. And it may also be that certain travel restrictions are going to be lifted in your area during April, which makes it even more feasible for you to plan a vacation or some time away. Next up, we have the Waxing Crescent 1. So in the Waxing Crescent 1, I can see that you are going through some sort of epiphany, all of my beautiful Taurus babies. So April is a month where you feel like you're going through a complete revamp and rebirth, and at the same time, there are a lot of things that you are realizing, a lot of things that are becoming apparent and clear for you. Let's figure out what those things are. I can see here in the Eight of Diamonds that you are becoming a lot clearer on what it is that you want to do in the long run in your career. You are figuring out exactly how you can get to that place that is comfortable for you, professionally speaking, but maybe that also means that you have to leave an old mindset behind. Maybe you're starting to think to yourself, well, if I show up every day at work and I just work X amount of hours and this is exactly what my paycheck is, that doesn't really allow for any type of experience that is beyond what I can just calculate in my head. Like maybe I want to start my own business where I can make an infinite amount of money in the same amount of time. So just those type of thoughts creeping through your head. I can see here in the Lovers that while being intimate is a part of April for you, all of my beautiful Tauruses, that does not necessarily mean that you're going to share your body or that pleasure with another person. It could be that you're just exploring your body yourself, by yourself, on your own terms. But I do also see here in the Lovers reverse that in a way, just because you're intimate with another human being doesn't mean that they're your soulmate or your twin flame or your forever partner. You may just be having fun and exploring. I can see here in the Tower reversed that by doing so, by not committing necessarily in April and allowing yourself to get to know who you are on a sensual level, on a fundamental level, you are able to walk around this Tower situation because the Tower did show up reversed. So you're able to evade this situation that is otherwise really difficult, that otherwise just states chaos and just a taxing time altogether. So you're doing things in a very smart way, all my Taurus babies, and focusing on yourself. That's the best thing you can possibly do in April. I can see here in the Emperor that you're truly taking charge of your own life. You're stepping into the leadership role that has always meant to be yours, but maybe you just didn't really claim it up until April. But I can see here in the Emperor that because you're not waiting to get a text back or to hear back from anyone, you're just doing what you want to do and you're just living your best life. I can see here in the Emperor that that really allows you to plan into the future and to not feel so kind of like constricted by other people or by thoughts of where the future may lead you and how you're going to bring other people along. You are planning according to what you desire, and you're just trusting that everything else will be able to fall into place accordingly. And this is truly empowering, and this is setting an amazing tone for the next cycle that you're entering, as we did have the Death card within your reading, all my Taurus babies, which we discussed. Just screams of fresh beginning for you, screams of fresh chapter where you can grow, explore, and just reach new heights in your life. So all of my beautiful Taurus babies, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for spending this divine time with me. Leave a little bull emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your reading and that you're a Taurus and you're going to represent. So all my Taurus babies, know that I'm thinking of you and I'm sending you so much love and prosperity, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Gemini babies of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. If you would like a little snack, a little drink, pause the video right here and come back to receive your April reading. So let's get straight into it. First and foremost, we have the Lovers, and I see a lot of feminine energy here within the Lovers. So I can see you exploring your feminine side as well as your emotional needs within a romantic relationship, within a sensual type of relationship. I can see here in the Queen of Wands that this is completely on your terms, all of my beautiful Gemini babies, and exploring more of your sensuality and more of your body is something that is leading you to a place of feeling more confident and empowered. Next up, we have the Ace of Coins reversed. So any type of business ideas or ventures that you may have wanted to engage in, they're going to be moved to another time, just because you are pretty engaged with yourself and your body, your own comfort in your sensual side and your romantic side, that starting any type of entrepreneurial venture during the month of April is not the best idea because you are preoccupied, okay? So keep that for the month of May or June. The Ace of Coins mean that it's coming, but not during the month of April, okay? We need a little bit more time. Next up, we have abundance planning. So what you should be doing, all of my beautiful Gemini babies, is planning ahead, is engaging in abundance planning, engaging in planning for the most financial, abundant, and secure future that you can picture and that you would like. So the wildest things that you've ever dreamt of accomplishing and doing, think to yourself that that is just the beginning, okay? Plan and write script as though it has already happened. So write down things in your journal in the present tense and write all of the experiences down that make you feel abundant as though they had already occurred. So for example, if being a successful entrepreneur is something that you know would make you feel abundant, write down, script down in your journal, I am a successful entrepreneur and I feel amazing about this. I feel so abundant. Write it in the present tense and trick your mind into finding ways to getting there by doing so. So let's move further into your reading. We have connect with your womb. So all of my beautiful Gemini babies, whether you are male or female, or you identify as a beautiful little unicorn, it doesn't matter. I want you to know here in connect with your womb that you are going to be connecting with that reproductive system of yours, with your reproductive organs, if you know what I mean. But I want to keep this reading according to YouTube's guidelines, and I want to keep this PG-13. So all my Gemini babies, what you need to know here is that connecting to your natural cycles and your natural kind of state and body, urges, things that you like, things that you don't like, especially when it comes to romantic relationships, is a really healthy thing for you to do, and not something that you should feel is forbidden or frowned upon. What you do with another human being or by yourself in correspondence to your body, with your body, however you want to engage with your body, that is up to you. And that is something that is going to make you feel really empowered, just knowing that it's your choice what you do with your body. Next up, we have the King of Coins. So I do see here in the King of Coins that there is somebody in your life during the month of April who is going to give you a lot of confidence in your ability to be a strong business person and your ability to figure out any type of financial situation that you're going through, whether it is an opportunity, whether it is something difficult that you're dealing with financially. I can see a strong source of inspiration. And I do see here in the Eight of Wands that they are kind of preparing you for building another stream of income. They're preparing you for that place where you feel as though you can finally start your own business, start your own venture. And right now, maybe your confidence level isn't quite where it needs to be, all my Gemini babies, which is why you're being called to, just wait on starting a new business during the month of April and instead empowering yourself and getting more confidence into your body. But in the meantime, what is really preparing you for more success, abundance, as well as you excelling in your professional life is this person that I see here in the King of Coins, who has a lot of that earth sign energy of just really having their finances together. I do see here in the Four of Coins that this is somebody who has been through financial hardship. This is somebody who has been where you are right now, and they have found a way to propel themselves out of a situation that was a starting point and get to where they've always dreamt of being. So hence why you are abundance planning, because you see other people who are starting off with either financial hardship or from a place where you are right now, all of my Gemini babies, and you see what they've been able to accomplish, and that gives you the courage and the confidence that you will be able to do the same. Next, we have the Carnelian. So all of my beautiful Gemini babies in the Carnelian, I can see here that during the month of April, any type of creative ventures can really benefit from you pouring your heart and soul into them, as connecting with your creativity just comes very naturally. It flows very naturally. I can see here in the Rainbow Obsidian that healing your heart is something that you're able to do when you're engaging in any type of a creative venture. And last but not least, in the Pyrite, that is going to open up that flow to financial abundance. So being creative, empowering yourself, getting to know your own body on your own terms, whether that's alone or with another human being, abundance planning, being inspired by another entrepreneur or business person who you look up to. I see that April is really a month where you're just soaking it all up like a sponge, empowering yourself and getting ready for the next fabulous chapter of your life. All of my beautiful Gemini babies, thank you so much for sharing this divine space with me. Leave a little money bag emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end. And of course, this is also a little token of good luck for all of my Gemini babies to represent in the comment section. Thank you for being here. Know that I'm sending you so much love and support, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Cancerians of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. I'm so excited to figure out what's going on for us Cancerians during the month of April. So if you would like a little snack, a little drink, pause the video right here in order to do so. But let's get right into it. Let's figure out what's coming during the month of April. So first and foremost, we have the World card, and this is honestly the most favorable card of the tarot. This shows that April is going to be a month of fulfillment, a month of happiness, a month where you feel like nothing is going wrong and everything seems to be going right. So think getting positive results for exams, positive results if there are any legal matters that are going on within your life, and just overall an abundant month. So having us start off our reading with the World card is truly a blessing, all my beautiful Cancerians. Next up, we have the Knight of Chalices. So I do see here in the Knight of Chalices that on an emotional level, this is something that allows for all the beautiful Cancerian babies out there to thrive and also to be able to try new things, to come out of their little crab shells and to be able to engage with people in an open manner without the fear of getting getting hurt. I can see here in the Ace of Coins reverse that while everything is going so well, it can be really tempting to start a new business venture or start something new in the job world, just something entrepreneurial, something that will affect your professional life in some way. But I can see here in the Ace of Coins reverse that April is not the best month to do that in. April is a month where you should just enjoy everything that's going well and not rush into the next thing, because it is not the most fortunate month to start a business in for all my Cancer babies. Next up, we have the knot. So in the knot, we have just that confirmed, all of my beautiful Cancerians. The knot stands for unsuccessful plans in correspondence to the Ace of Coins reversed. Just keep your hands away from that, all of my beautiful Cancerians, okay? Let's just enjoy this month. We can start hard work in May or June. Next up, we have the bouquet. So I can see here in the bouquet that somebody who admires you, somebody who finds you very attractive is going to pay you a lot of compliments, maybe even send you a little gift. I can see here in the eagle that whatever type of obstacle may have been in the way or may have stood in the way of you receiving those compliments, they're going to be removed. So if this is somebody who was seeing another person, they're going to break up and finally have time for you. If this is a situationship that you didn't think could possibly survive or possibly thrive, I can see here in the eagle that the person who is interested in you is going to find a way to overcome obstacles and make it known that they are romantically attracted to you. I can see here in the seahorse that family is something that you're going to find really matters during the month of April especially. And as a Cancerian, this kind of goes without saying. You know how important family is. Family is really like a focal point in your life. But I do want you to know here in April that spending a lot of time with them is going to be therapeutic. And it's also going to just make you feel more at ease and at peace with your success because you can share it. So what I did right here was during shuffling, a card kind of like flipped over. So I just fished that out of the pile because that is a very clear sign from the universe that that card wants to be a part of the reading. So we have the waxing crescent 1. So in the waxing crescent 1, all of my beautiful Cancerians, I can see here that you will come to some realizations of what truly matters to you. So having it all really is something that holds up a mirror to you, but not in such a confronting way, more in a soothing manner of showing you that even though you still have goals, you still have aspirations, you don't need to feel as though you're incomplete. You are complete just as you are in this very moment. And that's a realization, an epiphany that you're going to come to during the month of April. Next, we have the waning crescent 4. Now, in the waning crescent 4, all of my beautiful Cancer babies, I can see that you can then finally release expectations of perfection, expectations of, oh, well, I'm so and so many years old, so I should be here in my career, or I should be there in my personal life. I can see here in the waning crescent 1 that in a sense you have had so many expectations as to where you should be at this point in your life. There has been a lot of overthinking that's been going on, but as soon as you release those expectations that you have placed upon yourself and your own success, both personally as well as professionally, I can see here in the waning crescent 1 that it's almost like you can mother yourself again or give yourself that fatherly love that maybe you felt was missing. And this is especially true for all of those of you who feel as though you never had the love from a father figure or a mother figure that you wanted, or you always had to prove that you were worthy of love, or you always had to kind of do something to impress them. Love wasn't just given or showed, like your parents didn't tell you that they were proud. It was something rare that they only kept for very few moments when you did truly overachieve. And that is something that can make us as adults very unhealthy individuals who drive ourselves into the ground because we feel like only then are we able to be proud of ourselves for a fraction of a minute, for a little millisecond before you need to accomplish the next big thing. But all of my beautiful Cancerians, I want you to know here that during April, you will feel this deep sense of pride. You will feel like you can release that type of toxic thought pattern And like, you can be proud of yourself whether you just got up and lounged around in your pajamas all day today, or whether you got up, worked out, did a ton of work, and got a lot done. Like, you should be proud of yourself on both days just as much. If you're anything short of proud of yourself when you're taking care of yourself and taking a break, then do revisit those thoughts and ask yourself why they are present and where they may stem from. So all of my beautiful Cancerians, this is the reading that I received for you. This is going to be a very emotionally healing month for you. April is a month of prosperity, of fulfillment, and of not feeling like the past is confronting you in a difficult way, but rather understanding yourself a lot better and releasing any heavy expectations that you took along with you that are just not necessary. So all of my beautiful Cancerians, leave a little crab emoji down below in the comment section to represent and to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your prediction. Know that I'm thinking of you and I'm sending you so much love and prosperity, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful little Leo babies, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to move straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your April prediction. So first and foremost, we have aromatherapy. So all my Leo babies, having some sort of signature perfume or scent that makes you feel good about yourself and your environment is really important. And I see here in April that you're going to find some sort of scent that is reoccurring within your life, and I want you to hold on to that, all my Leos. Don't just let it be a fleeting experience or you just smelling it thinking to yourself, oh my god, this is amazing. Actually getting more of it, okay? I give you permission to go shop, to go get more of that scent if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel empowered, and if it reminds you of something that you love. That's what aromatherapy is about, supporting you. Next up, we have the Page of Wands. So all of my beautiful Leo babies, in the Page of Wands reversed, I can see like a little baby Leo version of you, okay, like a small little version. The Page is somebody who is very young, who is inexperienced, and the Suit of Wands corresponds to fire signs, so to beautiful Leo babies like yourself. But I do want you to know here in the Page of Wands reversed that you may be a little bit doubtful of yourself and your own experiences, as I can see here in the Knight of Chalices that dealing with a very emotional you is maybe not something that you're used to or not something that you like to deal with. You may like to just avoid emotions. So that is where I can see here in the Page of Wands that there may be a little bit of a struggle during the month of April. Next up, we have the Eight of Wands. So in the Eight of Wands, I can see that there's a little bit of this notion that it's a waste of time for you to feel a certain way or for you to be going through things emotionally, all of my beautiful Leo babies. But that is not the case, okay? Your emotions are valid, and getting to know your emotions, that is a really crucial part of getting to know yourself. So don't feel as though it's silly. Don't feel as though just because maybe you don't spend that much time getting to know your emotional self that is something negative. Just allow yourself to check in every now and then with how you're feeling and what's going on with you emotionally. Not everybody needs the same amount of emotional attention, but even you need a little of that every now and then. I can see here in the Magician that very Leo-like, there's a lot going on. As you can see here in the Magician, he's got all of his tools out. He's trying everything. He's dipping his hands into all types of experiments. So I do want you to know here that during the month of April, you will have a lot of adventures that you can engage in, both mentally, you know, just allowing your imagination to run wild, but also physically trying out new things with your body and with your skill set. Next up, we have the Page of Diamonds reversed. So in the Page of Diamonds reversed, I can see that when it comes to starting a business, that may be something that you want to dip into as well, according to the Magician. But I see in the Page of Diamonds reversed that you should still gather a little bit more information. As a Leo, you can sometimes be spontaneous to the point that it's reckless, okay? So it's very important for you to spend enough time in the figuring out phase, in the discovery phase, in the getting to know a topic phase before you decide to put money into it or to put a lot of time into it. Next up, we have the Tower reversed. So in the Tower reversed, I do definitely see here that through avoiding getting into something that is financially binding in a very hasty way, you can definitely avoid a lot of destruction, a lot of chaos, a lot of difficulty in your life. So if there's anything that somebody gives you to sign during the month of April, make sure that you read it through, have a lawyer look over it. All of my Leo babies, this is not a month where you want to just do something on a whim. I can see here in the High Priestess reversed that it's going to take a lot out of you to take a step back with certain situations and just give yourself time to truly think about it and to truly look over it rather than to just go with your gut feeling. But it is highly necessary, as I can see here in the High Priestess, that yes, going with your gut feeling is important. And that is something that I feel like in the spiritual space, a lot of people say, just go with your gut feeling. But sometimes that can also be used as a form of an excuse, really, to just do something without thinking, do something without truly researching and figuring out what the long-term consequences may be. So all of my beautiful Leos, make sure that you're not using going with your gut feeling as an excuse. If you're not sure about something, have it checked out, have another set of eyes look over it, especially during the month of April. Next up, we have a lightning. So I can see here in a lightning that there are a lot of very passionate and raw emotions around you during the month of April. So try to keep those in line. And again, try to just count to 10. Try to breathe deeply and give yourself time when it comes to reactions. Think about the long-term consequences and not just the short-term gain. Next up, we have the cup. So I can see here in the cup that accepting the fact that yes, you are spontaneous and you can sometimes be a little bit prone to being reckless, that is completely okay. All of the other signs have pluses as well as their minuses. But coming to terms with the fact that being impulsive has its appropriate moments and also moments in which it's probably best to just give yourself a little bit of time is truly going to help you mature and help you excel to a master Leo level, if you will, to a very grown type of Leo level, to a, how should I say, from Simba to a Mufasa level, if you know what I mean, all my beautiful Leos. So we are at the end of your reading, and I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful and insightful. Leave a little lion emoji down below in the comment section to let me and your other Leos know that you made it to the end and that you're representing. Know that I'm thinking of you and I'm sending you so much love and prosperity, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello all my beautiful Virgo babies, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So we can figure out what's coming for you during the month of April. First and foremost, we have the Eight of Wands. So for all of my beautiful Virgo babies, I want you to know here in the Eight of Wands that we have a lot of movement that's going on for you. We have a lot happening. Let's figure out exactly what is going on, shall we? We have the Two of Coins. So you're going to be making a lot of decisions financially. So these decisions may involve, for example, taking on loans, taking on mortgages, purchasing a new car, or a new very pricey item for your collection. And I do see here in the Nine of Swords that in a way that is giving you some sleepless nights. That is giving you a lot of food for thought, a lot to overthink about, if you know what I mean, all my beautiful Virgos. And I do see here that you're maybe a little bit stressed out about these big financial decisions. Now, all of my beautiful Virgos, you know I care about you, you know I like to be like a big sis. So if you feel as though some financial decisions are making you feel very uneasy, give yourself time. You don't have to decide in April. Of course, if you don't decide, then maybe you won't get that house or you won't get that item, but it's okay. There will be another house. There will be another thing to spend money on, because often when we're put in a situation where we have to put more money on the line than we're comfortable with, or we're kind of a little bit uneasy, we forget that we are the client, okay? We are the person who they want to come back, especially if you're thinking of putting money down for something that will benefit somebody else. Don't feel as though you need to make that decision immediately. Like, they want you, all of my Virgos, they want you to come back and make that decision. So don't feel like taking time before you sign on the dotted line is a negative. Of course, people will try to pressure you to do so, but don't let them get under your skin. Next up, we have the Three of Coins. So I can see here in the Three of Coins that the more time that you really take in order to make those financial decisions, and the more kind of sure you are about your decisions, the more you will trigger more prosperity into your life financially. So any decision really during April that you can't really stand behind, that you're not really sure of, is going to trigger more misfortune financially, and anything that you're sure of is going to stay stable and stay in a place that is favorable. If you feel as though you don't know what to do at all, take a walk. That is one thing that I can see here for your self-care book for April, all my beautiful Virgos. Taking a walk is something that a lot of people kind of like underestimate, because it has very healing and therapeutic effects, not only on your physical body, but also your mental plane. And I can see here in intuition that reconnecting with your intuition and reconnecting with your gut feeling is a place that you can easily access through going on walks during the month of April. So especially if the weather is just on the verge of being great for walks during the month of April, use any opportunity that you possibly can, all of my beautiful Virgos, to get out there, get some fresh air, and also reconnect with your intuition, especially if you're feeling confused or insecure about what to do next. I can see here in the Knight of Wands that in a way you will feel like making a decision. You will feel like being impulsive, but you have to hold that back. I can see here in the Six of Wands that victory is yours as long as you ensure that everything is in line for you. Your intuition feels as though you're making the right choice, and you are certain that you're not making any financial decisions out of a place of being pressured. Those are all important factors for you to get in line before you put your name down on anything, before you make any lasting decisions. Next, we have the Four of Wands. So I can see here in the Four of Wands that in a sense there is something that you can gain in April in a financial sense that you're really passionate about. So gaining something means, for example, acquiring an important tool that will help you in your professional career. It could be acquiring an office space, or just some sort of thing that will overall help you to grow as an individual in your job, in your career. So all my beautiful Virgos, I can see here in the Ten of Cups that emotional fulfillment is something that is here for you during the month of April. While you will have your ups and downs and difficult financial decisions to make and to look out for, I can see that on an emotional plane, on an emotional level, you are feeling fulfilled. And I do see here in the Three of Swords that this is coming from a place where there was difficulty. This is you evolving from a place where you were worried, where you were scared, where you didn't know what decision would be the right one for you to make. And as a Virgo, you're most likely a chronic overthinker. So I do want you to know here that this is a very favorable sign for you to evolve from the Three of Swords, okay, from difficulty, from heartache, from not knowing what to do, to realizing like, hey, I don't need to feel pressured to sign a contract or to do something that will affect me financially on a whim or impulsively, or because somebody else is pushing me to do it more quickly than I'm really comfortable to. This is a decision that I need to make, and I need to empower myself to take all the time that I want, because after all, I'm the client. This is my time, my life, and my money. So all of my beautiful Virgos, I can definitely see a chill month in April as soon as you come to that realization that you are the one who decides, you are the leader, and you don't need to allow anyone to stress you out about any decision, really, because it is up to you, especially if you are going to be carrying the responsibility or the financial burden in the long term. So all of my beautiful Virgos, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Leave a little tree emoji down below in the comment section to let me and all the other Virgos know that this is a group that you chose and that you're representing your sign down below in the comment section. So all my beautiful Virgos, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Libras of the world, and welcome to your reading. So I'm going to get straight into it in order to figure out what's coming for you during April of 2021, shall we? So first and foremost, we have meditate. All of my beautiful Libras, you are an air sign, and you most likely are very eloquent and well-spoken, but at the same time, you always have a lot going on mentally, which can burden you and which can make you feel really stressed. And a great way for you to combat that is to meditate and to quiet and still your mind deliberately. Next up, we have the Five of Coins. So all of my beautiful Libras, I can see here that you will be spending a little bit more than you have coming in during the month of April. Now that is completely and perfectly fine some months, but just make sure that this isn't becoming a habit for you. I can see here in the Knight of Swords that sometimes you just need to get very clear on where your motivation stems from. So if you're, for example, spending a little more in April because there is some sort of medical emergency that your pet has, you have, a friend, a family member, there is just something out of the ordinary where you have to help someone out. Maybe you need to replace a couch or a TV or a laptop, a phone. I do want you to know here that that is normal and not something to beat yourself up about. But if you find that these things just seem to be reoccurring, you just seem to always have something pop up that is putting you in a difficult financial situation, you have to sit down with yourself and figure out why it's happening and if there's any way that you can prevent it. Next up, we have the Knight of Diamonds. So all of my beautiful Libras, I do see that in the end, April is going to be a month where you're going to walk out feeling financially secure and financially well educated, especially compared to the beginning of April. And that is because you're not going to be afraid of confronting yourself about any type of financial burdens or just difficulties that you may have had, or even mistakes that you may have been making financially. I can see here in the Three of Diamonds that this is going to cause you to feel really great about where you stand financially and what the future holds for you. You being honest with yourself about your financial situations, as well as how you think about money, what your money mindset is, how you deal with it, all of that is really refreshing and so necessary for you, all my beautiful Libras. I can see here in the Nine of Swords that kind of being pushed out of the way is going to give you the strength to deal with a lot of other mental anguish that you may have had. So all of my beautiful Libras, if you've ever just started your day out or your weeks out just always feeling a little agitated, a little down, a little sad, and you know that it's just because you have not properly looked into your spending habits, or you haven't budgeted, or you haven't been keeping tabs on what is going in and, you know, what is coming out of your wallet, so on and so forth. I can see here in the Nine of Swords that confronting that is going to alleviate such a headache and such a burden that you can finally see and feel a lot more clearly about other things that are maybe heavy on your heart, but not as crippling and as stifling as any type of insecurities that you have financially or things that you've been procrastinating and avoiding. Next up, we have the chrysoprase. So all of my beautiful Libras, I see that as soon as you give yourself the right to know what is going on in your financial world and the right to emancipate yourself to someone who takes full responsibility for their money habits, you will immediately be able to receive more abundance in your life. And I see here in the bloodstone that just resetting things for yourself and your financial mindset is going to take you to completely new places that you didn't think possible so early on. So think being promoted, think starting your own business. I can see here in the ocean jasper that you will have so much real relaxation time, so much more time just for yourself when you learn to confront things that you've been procrastinating, doing, or taking on. Then we have the angelite. So in the angelite, I do see here, all of my beautiful Libras, that support is all around you. If you need support, ask for it, reach out to someone. I do see within your reading that sometimes you try to do it all yourself, or because you're overthinking so much, you don't even see how simple the solution may be, which is maybe just simply asking someone for help on a question that you're not sure of. So always make sure that that is a part of your repertoire, that you're taking full advantage of the fact that you have people supporting you and you have people who want to be there for you. You are not being a burden. All of my beautiful Libras, asking for help is something that we need to start normalizing and need to start seeing as something that we are allowed to do. So all of my beautiful Libras, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you loved this honest reading and that it gave you a good idea on what to focus during the month of April. So all my beautiful Libras, leave a little sun emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that this is the group that you chose and that you made it to the end of your reading. Know that I'm sending you so much love as well as prosperity, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all of my Scorpio babies, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it, while all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. If you have not seen your love reading yet, I will leave that link down below in the description box. I have already, of course, uploaded a April 2021 love prediction. So first and foremost, we have the World, which is basically the most favorable card of the tarot. All of my beautiful Scorpios, congratulations. Looks like April 2021 is going to be a fantastic month for you. Let's find out why. Next up, we have the Six of Coins. So I do see here in the Six of Coins that you will be triumphant when it comes to your financial situation. Okay, there will be success. So think, for example, a promotion, getting that extra coin, that extra check, and making sure that you're just thriving overall when it comes to your financial realm. Next up, we have the Ten of Swords. So I do see here in the Ten of Swords that moving into a new cycle is something that was so desperately needed. I can see here in the Ten of Swords that you're just done with overthinking. You're done with people who cause you to question yourself and just question your life in general. And that is just something that you're not going to engage with anymore, and people are not going to find a comeback. And with people not finding a comeback with you, all my Scorpio babies, I mean people who have disrespected you, people who have lied to you, or just overall people who constantly criticize you. I see that you're letting go of those once and for all. Anyone who has been any type of mental burden or anguish. Next up, we have the Harvest Moon. I do see here in the Harvest Moon that amazing things that you've always wished would happen are going to come to fruition, and you're going to see that as a direct result of letting go negative people and negative energies. I can see here in the Worm Moon reverse that because you believe that you're doing the right thing and it's not coming from a malicious place, it's more you actually just self-preservation is really what we're going to call it, because you're actually just protecting yourself. You're actually just taking care of yourself. So because this is coming from such a pure place, you letting go of negative energy, you see the rewards and the return immediately. I can see here in the Egg Moon that because this is happening so simultaneously, if you will, so as soon as you let go of negativity, you have so much positivity and prosperity coming into your life. I can see that you can find more trust within yourself and the universe, and more trust in your gut feeling and your intuition, and that doing things that feel right really is right. Next up, we have Rest. So all of my beautiful Scorpio babies, I can already see that here with the Ten of Swords, that just rest is something that you need especially when you've been around people who are always complaining or who always have something negative to say. That's going to make you feel like, wow, now I can finally breathe and rest as soon as I've let go of all of those types of people. Next up, we have being still, as well as cleaning your space. So all of my beautiful Scorpio babies, I can definitely see here that cleaning your living space is something that is going to give you that reset that you needed on a physical plane. So mentally, you're going through a complete reset, which is making April an amazing month for you, but doing the same for you physically, engaging in some spring cleaning is really going to help you feel like your entire life has just been revamped in the best possible way. And then being able to sit in your space in stillness is going to make you feel so comfortable and so at home. Next up, we have the dolphin. Now, the dolphin is another really favorable sign. All of my beautiful Scorpios, the dolphin stands for financial gain. The dolphin stands for you finally receiving recognition as well as money from something that you engaged in the past. So maybe you haven't been paid for some efforts that you put in the past, or you've been working on a project for a really long time and it's finally going to show you the financial rewards and returns that you have been hoping for. So know that that is something that is coming for all my beautiful Scorpios during the month of April. So we are at the end of your reading, all of my beautiful Scorpios. Your reading has been really favorable. I'm looking forward to you having an amazing April of 2021. Leave a Scorpio emoji down below in order to represent and show your other Scorpio brothers and sisters that you made it to the end of your reading. So all my beautiful Scorpios, know that I'm thinking of you, sending you so much love and prosperity, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Sagittarius babies, and welcome to your April 2021 predictions. So I'm going to get straight into it to figure out what's coming for you during the month of April in 2021. Lean back, relax, and enjoy this time that is dedicated to your sign. First and foremost, we have the Queen of Wands. So all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies, I want you to know here in the Queen of Wands that this is a card that connects to your sign. As a Sagittarius, you are a fire sign. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire, and it represents you feeling confident, you feeling like you are on top of your game, and April just overall being a very favorable month for your sign. I can see here in the Nine of Coins reversed that you're very close to financial success. You're very close to that next place that you want to be in your career, but it's going to be a little bit delayed. So if you've been waiting for that promotion or waiting for that big extra check, it may not come during April. You may have to wait till May for that. I can see here in the star that otherwise April is definitely a month that is filled with hope. It is a month that makes you feel as though everything is going your way and like things are looking up. You're finally getting somewhere when it comes to your hopes, your dreams, and just basically how you imagined your life to be in the best case scenario. I can see here in Clean Your Space that in order to have time go by a little more quickly till you get to that place of financial gain, rearrange your space, revamp it, clean it, take care of everything that you have. All my Sagittarius babies, connecting with your space is so important, as well as connecting with your womb. Now, I don't want you to feel as though this reading is only for women or just only for people who identify as female. Connecting with your womb is just overall connecting with your reproductive organs and systems. I want you to know that connecting with who you are on that type of level can be very confronting, but at the same time also very freeing when you're real with yourself about your preferences that you have romantically, physically, and the things that you like and do not like. I can see here in correspondence to sound healing that once you have spring cleaned your space, all my beautiful Sagittarius babies, once you have made sure that your space is free of any physical or emotional clutter, actually playing beautiful healing music or using sound bowls in order to further cleanse your space and further prepare your space for a prosperous month is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So there are lots of great meditation music channels out there. There's lots of great meditation music for free that you can access, and this is also a great way for you to cleanse your environment. I can see here in the Two of Swords reversed that decision making is something that's going to be very hard for you. And that may be because you are in a place of so much inner strength that you don't want to make decisions that may make other people uncomfortable, okay? You don't want to decide or put yourself forth because you know that your energy is energy that can stop a whole room, okay? You do truly have show-stopping energy in April, all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies, and you don't want to come off as too strong or too out there, but make sure that you're not dimming your light just to make someone else feel comfortable. I can see here in the King of Cups that there is a water sign that can help you out when it comes to this. A water sign who understands what you're feeling, who can put those feelings into words and talk to you about it and just give you that confidence that you need in order to know that it's okay to be big, to be strong, to be loud, to be proud, whatever it is that you identify as, and to not feel like you have to make yourself smaller just to make others more comfortable. Things are going amazing for you. Scream it from the rooftops. You deserve to. Next up, we have the Nine of Diamonds reversed. So in the Nine of Diamonds reversed, all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies, I can see here that when it comes to financial gain, again, you are very close to being there. The Nine of Diamonds is actually the exact same card as the Nine of Coins reversed. They both showed up reversed, so just be patient, okay? The promotion may not come in April, but May, June, like the financial bag, the securing of that next level, it has been established, it is here, and I don't just want to tell you what you want to hear, I need to tell you the truth, so be patient during April. I can see here in the vase that you have a secret admirer, all of my Sagittarius babies, and I do see here in the door that this is an opportunity for you to be with someone romantically and for you to maybe explore and connect when it comes to those reproductive organs with that person. I can see here in the bag that there's something very important, such as, you know, a new job that is on the horizon that we already spoke about, but in conjunction to the door as well as the vase, you know, this of course speaks of this opportunity of a romantic partner coming into your life. So in the King of Cups, I can see that this water sign, this Cancerian, Scorpio, or Pisces is definitely somebody who may secretly be admiring you. So not just emotionally supporting you, but is actually looking at you in a romantic, lovey-dovey type of way. So all of my beautiful Sagittariuses, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful and that you can appreciate my honesty at all times. Make sure that you leave a little flame emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that this is the group that you chose and that you made it to the end. Know that I'm sending you so much love and prosperity, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Capricorns of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it, while all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy this reading that has been tailored to your sign specifically. First and foremost, we have the Ten of Coins. All of my beautiful Capricorn babies, this is an amazing sign for April of 2021. The Ten of Coins stands for material fulfillment. It stands for you moving to that space in your career that you've always wanted to be at, and just overall prosperity. I can see here in the, wow, 2 times the Lovers, all of my beautiful Capricorn babies. So the Lovers showing up twice shows that not only are you doing well in the financial realm and in your professional life, but I see in the Lovers that there's just so much romantic love, chemistry, and tension in a good way that's around you, that just like overall you're going to be getting busy, okay, all of my beautiful Capricorn. So otherwise, you may have more quiet months when it comes to romantic affairs, but I can see here that April is a wild month for you, romantically speaking, all of my beautiful Capricorn babies. Next up, we have meditate. So it is so important for you to make sure that, of course, you're having fun and that you're connecting with your soulmate, your twin flame, whoever that you feel like you want to get to know on a deeper level. But at the same time, I can see here in meditate, make sure that you still keep you as like this sacred space, and that you know where you end and the other person begins, if you know what I mean, that you're not too enmeshed with another human being. Next up, we have intuition. So do everything intuitively, all my beautiful Capricorn babies. This can be especially hard if you're someone who's very skeptical of other human beings, or you're someone who is skeptical of love. But do know here in the Lovers showing up 2 times within your reading, and let me tell you, the odds are not high. We got 81 cards in this deck, and you had both the Lovers show up within your reading, all of my beautiful Capricorn babies. I want you to just do what feels right, and this is truly a month where you may meet your twin flame or your soulmate, and things just ignite and take off. So be open-minded and allow for any possibility. Next up, we have temperance. So with all of this excitement, you may kind of like overestimate just how much energy that you have, or just how much time that you have. So I do want you to know here in temperance to make sure that you have enough time cut out and budgeted for everything that you need to do, be it work, be it self-care, or, you know, spending time with another human being who you really love. Next up, we have the 8 of Cups, and in the 8 of Cups, I can definitely see here that there are lots of options for you to engage in. But an important thing for you to also note, all of my beautiful Capricorn babies, is that it's okay sometimes to walk away. We have another card that popped right out, which is the 4 of Swords. Okay, so in the 4 of Swords, I can see that sometimes you feel bad for just walking away from someone, and you prefer just ghosting, you prefer just being silent. Be upfront, all my Capricorn babies. It's completely okay to be honest with a romantic lover, somebody who you just need to say like, hey, it's just not going to work out between you and I. Next up, we have the Knight of Swords. So in the Knight of Swords, I can see somebody who is looking to be with you, somebody who's an air sign. So think Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They're highly interested in you, and they're trying to get closer to you. I can see here in the Strength card that it may take a lot of strength for you to resist them now, or at this moment in time, just because you know that you have to prioritize your work, or it's just not the right moment to get into a relationship with this person in particular. So I do want you to know here in Strength, in correspondence to meditation, all of my beautiful Capricorns, that through meditation, you can really build that mental strength that a lot of people lack, or a lot of people are unaware that they just have within them, and they just kind of need to find through meditation. Because when you can deliberately get yourself to focus on something or focus on nothing, once you have really kind of like gotten your mind under control, you have everything under control in life. So keep that at the forefront of any struggle. Remind yourself like, hey, I just need to meditate. I just need to drop into my space and find that mental strength, and that will help me get through anything. But overall, all of my beautiful Capricorn babies, I do want you to know that April is a month that is filled with love, especially romantic love. And following your intuition is the best thing that you can do. Financially and professionally speaking, you are in a good place. You are in a place where you can just celebrate your successes and potentially already plan ahead, think of what is to come next, but make sure that the celebrations aren't too short-lived of all of your successes, because many times as a Capricorn, you can find success, get to success, and then not even celebrate it and move straight into the next thing, because you're really good at starting from the bottom and ending up here, if you know what I mean. So you're a great builder, you're a very hardworking individual, but it's important that you sometimes also just give yourself credit where credit is due. So all of my beautiful Capricorn babies, this is the reading that I received for you. Leave a little apple emoji down below in the comment section if you made it to the end of your reading, and also to just represent the Capricorn fan, and also of course to just represent the Capricorn fam. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this divine space with me, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Aquarius babies of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy this reading that is tailored to your zodiac sign. First and foremost, we have the 8 of Chalices as well as the 4 of Swords. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, I definitely see that April is a month where you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflection, and a lot of pondering. I can see here in the King of Coins that you're going to be thinking about your next move professionally and financially speaking. And in a sense, you're going to feel as though you just need a little bit of time away from the media, friends, and family in order to make up your mind as to what you want to do for yourself professionally as well as financially. I can see here in Judgment that you're trying to step away from purchasing things that you don't really need to impress people who you don't know or who don't even really care. Because often the media kind of like feeds us this lie that it matters whether we get this latest outfit or latest car, or latest whatever gadget it is, or that we need to live a certain lifestyle or in a certain area in order to be deemed as successful. But one thing that I can see here in Judgment is that you're really just figuring out what matters to you, and that's why you need space from the media and even friends and family, because you don't want any other person's opinion within your energetic space. You want to make sure that you're doing everything from a place that is authentic and from a place where you know that this is what you want. This is not what you're supposed to want. Next up, we have a dance. So just shaking it out. I mean, if you are a dancer, then this kind of goes without say, but for all of us who are not dancers, myself included, dancing can make us feel silly, but at the same time, feeling silly makes us just remember like, hey, let me not take myself so seriously. So if you can, during the month of April, sign up to a dance class or just dance in general with a friend, with yourself, in the shower, wherever it is that you feel comfortable. I can see here and make a vision board that it may be time for you to do some sort of updates, to put some sort of updates onto a vision or goal board that you've made for yourself. And if you have goals in your head, but you've never actually created a goal board, so something that is a visual representation of your goals and aspirations, then it is time for you to finally put that into an actual physical form. Okay, all of my beautiful Aquariuses, it is not the same thing to have your goals in your head, but not have a physical goal board. I have a physical goal board, and let me tell you, the things on my physical goal board come true. The things that I just think every now and then, like, yeah, I really want to do that, they don't. You need that visual prompt in order to constantly remind yourself of what it is that you truly desire. Next up, we have the Shungite. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, I can see here in the Shungite that you are truly detoxifying your life during the month of April. Detoxifying as in leaving toxic friends and family at the door, and understanding that sometimes you just have to put yourself first in order to get to where you need to go. I can see here in the Rose Quartz that opening your heart is something that happens simultaneously. And this may seem very counterintuitive, but just think about it. The more you can distance yourself from feeling like you are responsible for other people's happiness, success, and failures, the more you're really able to open your heart and to be open-minded with other people, because you don't have that connection where you feel that responsibility. You don't feel as though whatever they're going through has anything to do with you. And that's when you can truly open yourself up and also openly love other people, even if they're blaming you, even if they're trying to shame you, because you know that what they're going through has nothing to do with you. And it is in fact a representation of what they're going through with themselves. I can see here in the Rado Crossite that this allows you to remember your worth, all of my beautiful Aquariuses, because sometimes you can be very hard on yourself. That is one thing that I see in the Eight of Chalices as well as the Four of Swords. This is something that becomes very clear and apparent the more people spend time with you, that sometimes you truly do overthink whether you're making the right decision, and you can also really be the type of person to overthink your success and whether it's worthy or not. I can see here in the Fair Man that during the month of April, you're going to be dealing with somebody who has kind of blonde, gray, or white hair, hence why this card is called the Fair Man, and this person is going to have a big impact on your life. So with blonde, gray, or just like overall white hair, do know that often this means that somebody is older, so the Fair Man is not necessarily just blonde, could also be somebody who now has white hair who is older and more mature, so we don't have to like narrow that down to one type of like ethnic group. The fair man could be literally anyone who is impacting your life in a way during the month of April. I can see here in the pig that this person is making you very aware of the fact that there have been people around you, all my beautiful Aquarius babies, who have been greedy and just trying to see what they can get out of this connection that they have with you, and that it's completely okay to have been oblivious to that. Okay, I think we've all been there before, to think like, well, what could anyone possibly have to gain from being near me? Trust me, people always find a way, all my beautiful Aquarius babies. So I do see here that realizing that and having another person confirm your thoughts and the things that you were afraid to have like come true or be real, that is something that gives you the validation that you need to detox your life from negative people, users, abusers, just overall people who are only in it for themselves and couldn't care less about how you're doing. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, I can definitely see here some structural changes in your life, in your relationships. So structural changes as in getting rid of the structures that need to be just kind of like taken down and renovated, if you know what I mean. And that is something that is completely okay. If you feel like someone is not pushing you to be where you want to be, looking at your vision board, then know that they most likely do not fit into your future. And it doesn't matter whether they're friends of 10 years or family, okay? You cannot allow that to get in the way of your happiness. So detaching is something that I see that is becoming apparent and also very much needed for you during the month of April. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, I truly hope that you enjoyed this very honest reading, even though, you know, we did discuss some topics that aren't the easiest to look at. I truly hope that you feel well prepared for the month of April and that you can appreciate that. Leave a little fish emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your reading. Thank you so much for sharing this divine space with me today, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Pisces babies of the world, and welcome to your April 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. Well, all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. First and foremost, we have the Three of Chalices. So this is what I also call the party card, all of my beautiful Pisces, and you may see why looking at the cards. So I can definitely see here that emotionally speaking, this is a great month for Pisces babies. This is a great month for you because you feel safe, you feel involved, and you feel as though there's love all around you. Next up, we have flow like water. So this is allowing for you to flow energetically and for you to feel as though everything is going as it should. I can see here in Be Still that being alone with yourself therefore becomes a lot more easy because you feel like you have love and support all around you. So engaging in shadow work and just overall confronting some inner demons that you may have is going to be something that comes a lot more easily for all my Pisces babies during the month of April. Next up, we have the Star reversed. So in the Star reversed, I can see here that you're very hopeful for the future and you feel as though things are looking up. I can see in the King of Diamonds that one thing that you are kind of procrastinating a little bit is taking action. So while things are looking favorable for your future, all of my beautiful Pisces babies, I can see that nevertheless taking action is something that you're struggling with, or just overall something that still intimidates you. I see here in the waning crescent one that you feel as though you always have to protect yourself. So you like to be more of the person who is more on the defense rather than the one who is taking action, rather than the one that is putting themselves out there. So I do want you to know here in the waning crescent one, as well as the King of Diamonds, that this is an area of contention that you have internally where you know that you finally want to get out of your shell, but at the same time you're kind of afraid of what others may think. I do see here in the super moon that you are attracting enormous amounts of energy towards you during the month of April, and this may come from a place of where your life path number as well as your birth date, it's all just lining in a very powerful way when it comes to celestial events and what is going on with celestial events. events during the month of April, as I can see here in the waning gibbous 5, that your resilience is something that has always kept you alive and kept you going. The fact that people underestimate your strength, but you know what you're really capable of, and you know how bad things need to get before you were to ever give up. So I do see here that for the month of April, on the surface, with friends and family, it is a really great month for you all, my Pisces babies. But I do see some internal conflict of where you want to take action and take some more risks, be a little bit more adventurous, be more spontaneous, and do the things that you've been procrastinating, but you just feel a little bit insecure and you feel a little bit scared and like you want to protect yourself first rather than put yourself out there. And I completely get that, but do know here that during the month of April, your zodiac sign specifically is attracting or is receiving a lot of power from celestial events that are coming. So really capitalize off of this energy, capitalize off of this vibration that is giving you more confidence than you're used to. Especially as a Pisces, you can sometimes be a little bit more introverted, but do know that April is a month for you to roar, okay? For you to take on actually more like Leo type of energy. I can see here in the dark woman that someone with a dark complexion or dark hair is going to impact the month of April for you. So this is somebody who is going to give you the confidence that you need, someone who you maybe look up to or just overall love to have energetic exchanges with, and you're going to say to yourself, hey, if they can do that, if she can do that, then so can I. Next up, we have the pig as well as the elephant. So in the pig, I do see here that there are some people around you who may get a little bit greedy, and just seeing the greed as something that you don't like, it's something that you don't want to be around, and I completely get that, all my Pisces babies. So distance yourself from any people who you notice are getting very greedy. As I can see here in the elephant, that you have just come to a point where you're very non-confrontational. So during April of 2021, you understand that if you don't like something, the best thing for you to really do is to just stay away from those types of people or energies. Don't even engage, don't even say anything to that particular group of people, and just keep yourself at a safety distance, because sometimes when you attempt to combat certain negative forces or people who are greedy, then all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation that you never wanted to be in. So I do see here in the elephant that you're keeping your strength and your integrity in a place where it's appreciated. You're no longer trying to teach bad pigs how to be better pigs or kinder pigs or less greedy pigs. Of course, I don't want you to feel as though we're saying like pigs are bad or greedy or anything like that. I personally really love pigs, but just as with humans, there are good humans, there are bad humans, there are most likely good pigs, there are bad pigs. So I can see here in the pig spirit that the best thing for you to do is to spare your energy for all of the people who are supporting you, rooting for you, and love you. Next up, we have the dove. So I can see here in the dove that during April of 2021, all of my Pisces babies, there is some sort of deeper sense of peace that is finding you. And I can see here that this is a really divine quality that you may have been waiting for a long time, especially if any negative encounters leave you feeling very drained and you continuously think about them. So I do see here that there will be somebody who challenges that peace, and because you react in a very, let's say, non-reactive way, in a way where you don't even give them the time of the day, you know, like, wow, like I am really so unbothered. Next up, we have the flicker. So in the flicker, I can see here that this gives you a new rhythm, okay, kind of like a new beat to walk through life with. And I do see here that you are encouraged to trust that this is the new you. And it is so crucial that you embrace the new unbothered Pisces you, and that you understand that this just shows that you're a very mature Pisces. This just shows that you're a Pisces who no longer allows people to aggravate them, who no longer allows people to steal the show off of everything that's going amazing for them. So do know here in the Three of Chalices that overall, like, your April is really positive. Things are flowing as they should. You're getting a lot of confidence from the dark woman, from somebody who's influencing you in a great way. high. And I do see here in the super moon in correspondence to the waning gibbous 5 that you're attracting a lot of celestial energies that just fit perfectly hand in hand with you being a Pisces. Furthermore, in the King of Diamonds, as well as the waning crescent 1, yes, you may struggle a little bit to move into your leadership role or to speak up for yourself, but at the same time, remind yourself that progress is what truly counts, and that after all, as long as you're making progress, that is all that matters, and that the fact that you're not somebody who pushes themselves into the spotlight or is someone who is very aggressive when there's something that they want, that is a positive. That is a good thing to be working on, all of my beautiful Pisces babies. So we are at the end of your reading, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Leave a little star emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your reading and that you're representing your Pisces zodiac sign. Thank you so much for sharing this divine time with me, and I'll see you in another one of my videos.